Okay, this is the fourth cycle actually now. As you can see, the water's getting clearer. I think this is the last cycle we're doing. La última? Yeah. Yeah, my mom says so. This would be like this is the fourth one. I mean, yeah, the water's still a little murky, but I think that's good enough. Or we believe that's good enough. You know, otherwise we'll be here all day, because yeah, as you can see, the hominy is a lot clearer now, a lot whiter than what it used to be when you put it in there for the first time. So I think that's what we're looking for right there.
Porque si lo lavan mucho lo pueden partir. También no lo pueden apretar mucho porque lo parte.
My mother says that, yeah, because if you do wash it too much, it's going to split, and that's what you don't want. So 3 or 4 times is good. We recommend.
Con cuidado cuando se hace, porque se puede partir. Ahorita les voy a enseñar cómo son las partecitas esas que quedan cuando se parten.
Mother says that when washing them, you got to be careful too, because you don't want them to split. Right now, she's going to show us a method that she does to prevent that as soon as we're done with this here. So I'm going to go ahead and let her strain all of that out, and then she'll show you what she means. All right, word of advice. See, my mother was talking about this. See those little tiny little grains right there that's broken off from the bigger ones? That's what we're trying to avoid here. See, because if you keep scrubbing and keep squeezing those the hominy, you're going to get those little things right there, and that's what you don't want, because your soup is going to get nothing but those in there. So that's why we just keep it to a minimum of 3 or 4 times of washing them in the cycle, and we're done. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go check on the big pot of menudo over here.
Almost.
Okay. So it's getting there. It's still not yet to the boiling pot, but as you can see, you know, the onion is splitting, the garlic is puffing up. It's starting to foam a little bit, and it's starting to smoke, and the feet are in there still, and it's looking good. So now we grab the tripe.
Ya está lavado.
It's been rinsed once. That one you don't want to wash very much. So we go ahead and put it in the pot. Some bones and some ice. Yeah, because it was frozen, so yeah. The ice can stay. We don't want those. Right. So we put the lid back on. Warning, the lid can get hot since it's all aluminum. So that's why we have the hand right there. Okay, everyone. What I'm doing right here is I got like a little bit more of a teaspoon of oregano in my hand right now. You can put this at any time in the pot, before, after, when it boils, whenever. But preferably sometime before it boils, or right when it begins to boil. What you can do is just kind of put this in the soup, and that's what will give it your flavor. But remember, you know, this is like a little bit more of a teaspoon, but not too much, because like I said, this is bitter. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and open up the pot. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crush this a little. Just kind of put this in here. And there you have it. So Now we have this cooking in the menudo, and let me go ahead and mix it in a little bit. Just the oregano. Oh. So yeah, Mother's moving around the feet and the bottom to kind of let the heat go through. So still it hasn't boiled yet, so that's what we're still waiting on. So everything that needs to be in there is in there now. So we're just going to relax for a little bit and wait for it to boil, and then we'll be right back and we'll show you the next step. Hey everyone, just a tip. This is highly optional. The menudo's still not boiling yet, but a friend just called us and she gave us some advice that we're going to go ahead and try this time. We got the onion and all of the garlic cloves, and we're putting them in the blender. My mom's going to put a little bit. Accidentally pushed the off button. She put in just a tiny little speck of oregano there, since we already have some in there. Some salt. So just kind of blend that in a little bit. Okay, we're done. Now we're going to put all that mixture into the soup. Now, she also mentioned, to put some chicken bouillon in there. But we're going to forego that. So if you want to put some in there, go ahead. But we're just going to do it this method. So. All right, back to the waiting. It should be close to boiling. Hello again. So it's about to boil now. I mean, it's at that point. But what my mom is doing right now is she's removing a layer of foam from the top of the soup. That's all grease. That's all grease. So we don't want our soup to be too greasy. So once you see like a big layer of foam on top, go ahead, grab a spoon or a big spoon and remove that foam, that first layer of it. Because you don't want your soup to be that greasy. You could if you want, but it's up to you. Personally, I think too much grease is maybe not a good thing. So,
but remember that necesitan dejar un poquito porque es el sabor.
True, my mom says, but do remember that leave a little grease in there because that's what's going to give it the flavor. So it's pretty much at that boiling point. So, Mom, ¿qué crees? ¿Que ya o todavía no?
Una hora de aquí. Y
okay.
Para poner el maíz.
Alright, so yeah, it's already boiling. So, now that we're at that boiling point, we're going to leave it boiling for 1 hour. So now we're at that point where it's boiling 1 hour. So what we're doing now, while we wait for an hour, is we're cutting the cilantro. Now this is optional. This is what you can put on top of your menudo. Cilantro.
Oregano.
Oh, and some oregano. And these are some green onions that I'm going to chop up. You can use regular onions if you want to, but personally I like these too. So cilantro, oregano, green onions, and on lemon too. You definitely need lemon. Some people use lime. Some people use lemon. We're going to use lemons, and we're going to cut those up in little slices and put them on a platter. So that's what we'll do. My mom, the way she's cutting her cilantro, she's getting each sprig and taking the leaves off of each sprig. And then after that, she's going to chop them up. But some people, you can go ahead and just chop it off with the stem and all. Personally, my mother doesn't like the stem. But you could. I mean, that's what has the flavor in it. So. And over here, I was just washing these out, so I'm just going to chop the bottom root off and then just kind of chop them up to here right before it gets soft on every single one. So, okay, so we're gonna do that right now. Oh, and then we're gonna cut up the lemons too. And in about an hour, we're gonna go back to the menudo. Okay, it's been a half an hour actually now, and it's boiling really good. So we're just gonna go ahead and put in the hominy now. Now we cover it back up
And leave it like that.
and just leave it like that. ¿Por cuánto?
Or another 30 minutes.
Okay, so we're going to leave it for the rest of the hour, for another 30 minutes. And after 30 minutes, we're going to go ahead and put it on the lowest. We're going to put it on really, 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 really low. And that's going to be for like 8 more hours. So we'll be right back in a half an hour. Alright, we're back. So it's been a half an hour now. And
La mitad de esto.
we put it just above low. And now we're going to leave this to simmer or boil. So that's that, and smelling really good now. So we're going to leave it there for about 6 or 7 hours.
Depend how, cuando te enseñas el granito, debes reventar completamente.
Yes. My mother just said it really depends on the hominy. So right now you really can't see it. Let me see if I can. See. Yeah, right now. Yeah, it's gonna take like 6 or 7 hours, my mom said. But see, the hominy is still whole. But you will see, like in about 6 or 7 hours, it's gonna be like popped, kind of. It's gonna be popped and torn. And I'll show you there when it's time. So we'll show you what you're gonna look for, and also the softness. So the hominy has to be kind of soft, and it has to be a little kind of popped open. So we'll show you. So now we're just gonna take a break, and we'll be back in like 6 or 7 hours. All right, everyone. I think it needs 1 more hour. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and put a half a cup of salt into the menudo. So So now we go ahead and pour it in, and we mix it in. See, the reason why we're putting the salt in now, now, is because if you put it in before it cooks up, then it'll take a lot longer, because the salt will coat all the kernels, and it'll disallow for the heat to go through. So that's why we're doing it. So now we put in the salt, so we got 1 more hour to go, and it should be ready. So we'll leave out here. All right, everybody, it's the moment of truth. So it's pretty much done. I turned it off, and this is what it looks like. It smells good, so good. Okay, yeah, it's pretty much done. See, the grains are popped open. Yep, it's done. I mean, the hominy is really soft. Now over here we cut up the cilantro with the green onions, and we cut up some lemons. You gotta have lemon or lime in the soup. So Also, over here, right here, earlier I made this chili. This is the red sauce that you can put it. It's spicy, and this is what you can put in the menudo. This is also optional for you spicy fans if you want, or if you don't like spice, you know, you can opt out of it. But here's a chili. It's like a quart full of it in here. I made it this morning. And you can put it in your menudo. You can put the whole thing in the menudo, or after you serve yourself in a bowl, you can just put, you know, a tablespoon of soap out into it. So what we're gonna do, since we're all spicy eaters here, is I'm gonna pour the whole thing into there and mix it in to make all the menudo red. So I'm gonna pause this for a second, and we're gonna make a plate, just a bowl, I mean, so that you can see how it's done and prepared. All right, you know, I decided to just go ahead and just show you putting in all the chili. There you have it, spicy menudo. Just put a little bit of the juice in here to just kind of get all the thickness of the chili out in there. There you have it, red menudo. Okay, so then I'm gonna take a break. Then I'm gonna make a bowl just so you see how we prepare it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and make a bowl. Really hot and steamy. So in this bowl, you can go ahead and put some of the green onion that we cut up to your liking, some cilantro, and just a little dash of oregano, not too much. And of course, some lemon. Now I'm not sure if I filmed it or not, but just an hour before it was ready, I think I did, I put in a half cup of salt into the whole pot. So it does not need no more salt. It's good just how it is. So let me get out. Other people like to put pieces of avocado, but we don't. So this is just fine. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a nice bowl of menudo. Aprovecho. Thank you for watching.